Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing the 1976 film, The Outlaw Josey Wales, starring Clint Eastwood, who also directed this movie, and his, I think it was then girlfriend Sandra Locke was also starring in this film as well. Of course, this movie is one of the stereotypical westerns that Clint Eastwood was known for, just as much as he was known for playing Dirty Harry, which this movie came out about 5 years after he started playing Dirty Harry. I think two of the movies, at least two of the Dirty Harry movies already came out at this point. So Clint Eastwood decided to go back to his earlier roots, so to speak, and star and direct a western, which is what he did. Now, The Outlaw Josey Wales stars Clint Eastwood as the title character, Josey Wales, who owned a farm, and it's one particular day, there's Union troops, because the movie does take place towards the tail end of the American Civil War. Excuse me. And of course, Clint Eastwood's or Josey Wales, he never joined up with either army, the Confederate Army or the Union Army, and the Union troops came to his farm, and they not only did they burn down his farm, but they burned down, but they also killed his wife and his young son. So, out of revenge, Josey Wales decides to join the Confederate Army and hoping to kill the guy who not only gave the order but also helped in killing his wife and son. Fortunately, that didn't happen. And of course, we all know that the Confederate Army lost the Civil War to the Union, and his troop that he was in, or at least his regiment that he was in, had to, of course, surrender to the local Union regiment that was not too far away. So the commander, Clint Eastwood's Josey Wales' commander says, "Okay, let's go. We already arranged it. All you have to do is go over the next hill. They're right there. The Union troops are right there, and you could just have to give up your arms, and that's it." And that's how I arranged it. So all, except for Josey Wales, all the other people from that company surrendered, and it was a big surprise here, folks. It was a setup, and the guy who ordered the murders of Josey Wales' family was the leader of this regiment, and he knew that Josey Wales was the only one in this regiment who didn't surrender, and because he didn't want to surrender to the guy who killed his family, which of course makes sense, right? So what this guy did, whose name was General Redlegs, killed all the rebels who was in this regiment, except of course Josey Wales, because he wasn't there. So Josey Wales saw what happened. He snuck into the Union camp and killed as many of the Union troops as humanly possible, as he could. And he was able to sneak away. He was able to get away from the Union Army, and pretty much for the rest of the movie, which is about over 2.5 hour movie, it's quite long, to hunt Josey Wales down. And the Union Army hired bounty hunters, they hired all kinds of hired thugs to go look for Josey Wales, and everywhere Josey Wales went, every time he got cornered, he was able to weasel his way out of it. And along the way, he joined up with an old American Indian guy, and this young American Indian woman, plus this old lady, this old American woman, and her daughter, who was played by Sandra Locke. The daughter was played by Sandra Locke, and the old lady says, "Look, I have this ranch that's on the Mexican border, the Texas Mexican border, and we could you come with me and I'll let you stay there." She orders Josey Wales to come with them, come with her, because she's going back to her ranch that she owned with her husband who passed away. And you come with me. You could maybe take care of my match for me. Really need a guy to take care of my ranch. And reluctantly he said, oh, okay, I go along, but I can't stay long because I have to go on my way because I'm being hunted by the Union Army. So he goes there and he knows that he's going to get ambushed. So they all set up to attack the Union Army when it comes after him. And so which is of course what happens, and they had this big shootout, and of course what happens is that of course Josey Wales comes out on top. Big surprise here, folks. Clint Eastwood always comes out on top in these situations, in all of his movies. So pretty much. And of course, at the end of the movie, of course he ends up getting wounded in the final shootout, and he does get even with the guy who gave the order. Of course, there's another guy who betrayed Clint Eastwood. He was the one who made the deal to surrender all of his troops to the Union Army. He was also looking for Josey Wales. So by the end of the movie, the two of them saw each other, and the funny thing is, nothing happened. I thought that Clint Eastwood would kill him, or Josey Wales, I should say, will kill this guy, or this guy will kill Josey Wales. Nothing happened. And the guy who stabbed his troops in the back saw that Clint Eastwood was, or Josey Wales was injured and was bleeding all over the place, and he let Josey Wales walk off into the sunset, and that's really was the last scene in this movie. And I thought the movie wasn't bad. I mean, it had a decent story to it, but I thought the movie was way too long. I thought it could have been maybe 20 minutes shorter, or at least 15 minutes shorter, and it would be fine. But I thought that they just stretched out the story a little bit too much, in my opinion. But Clint Eastwood is a damn good director and a damn good storyteller. I mean, he is a two-time Oscar-winning director, and two of his movies won the Oscar for Best Picture. So he does know what he's doing, as a filmmaker, and he is one of the most successful actors, directors, we had in the last 45, 50 years, and he's good at it. He's good at it. But I'm not really, as you can tell on my YouTube channel, I don't really do that many westerns. If the only other western I did was the Clint Eastwood movie that won the Oscar. They won the Oscar for it. It was Unforgiven, and he did the Legend of the Lone Ranger film reviews. But that's it. I mean, because I felt that westerns are pretty much the same. And they're usually these revenge type storylines in the Old West, and this one is way up there, and is one that's more recognized because of the star power of Clint Eastwood. So let me review the movie, the Outlaw Josey Wales. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com, so WDY. rallyc.com, there's a homepage to Rally Reviewer Christy Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.